The bowls are coming up next. Oh, how could I forget about the bagels? This is the world of Just Bagels. And these, wait, you've got to see this. This is one of the plain bagels. This is a true New York City bagel. It is kettle boiled. Now you get your choice. You can get the traditional bagel. Hold on, I got to slather this real quick. I think that's something I don't ever get to say except on this show. Check it out. Oh, all the butter and the toastiness and that perfect crunch and that perfect chew on the inside. Maybe for breakfast or sandwiches, there's just no wrong way to do it. These are so good. And let me tell you a few facts about these bagels, which absolutely you need to know. These are the Customer Choice Food Award winner for favorite food item in our award show for food in 2020. So of all the food that could be found here at the Q, they said, you know what? Bagels are my favorite because they are just slamming. You get your choice of bagels, or you can get the Bialy. So let's start with the plain bagels that I was just talking about. You can get 24 4-ounce of the plain bagels. We have fewer than 1,000 to go around. You can also get 24 of the everything bagels. We have fewer than 1,000 there too. How about these Bialys up top? Let's talk about those. You can get 24 of the 3-ounce Bialys, and we have fewer than 1,000 of those to go around. This has a little depression in each one where there are grilled Spanish onions on the inside. Savory, delicious, but you can also get them in a combo. Combo is 12 Bialys, 6 plain bagels, and 6 of the everything bagels. Auto delivery is available every 90 days for 1 year. And when you get these home, they're $1.72 a piece. So you want to keep a great thing coming. I'm on auto delivery just for my son and my husband. And Cliff is joining us. Cliff, happy 4th of July to you. We are so excited to have Just Bagels and In the Kitchen with David. How are you doing, my friend?
Hi, Mary. How are you? Happy 4th of July to you and everybody out there.
Oh, my gosh.
We're
so excited to have you here. And Cliff Nordquist, when it comes to Just Bagels, what's the difference? What makes them so special?
Oh, Mary, that's the 5 steps that I always talk about. Okay, number 1, it starts with New York water from the Catskills, the finest water in the land. You know, it's pizza, pasta, everything in New York. It starts with the water, and then it's the ingredients. It's the malt, molasses, nothing artificial, no colors, flavors, preservatives, unbleached, unbrominated flour, no trans fats, just the finest ingredients. Number 3 is the big step. This is the aging process. We age it for 10 to 12 hours where the yeast meets the flour, meets the water, and creates that crust, chew, and shine. And then we boil it in the New York water because, you know, a real bagel is boiled in New York water.
That's right.
Then we bake it at 500 degrees on a hearth, steel-plated oven, bringing the whole thing together to create Just Bagels that gives you the pull, not a break. You know, bread is a break, bagels is a pull, and real bagels is the pull of Just Bagels.
You know what? I might get confused by the colors of a vacuum, but I don't mess up making a star on 4th of July. Tell you that right now. I love how you can get creative. You can add your strawberries, add your cream cheese, add your blueberries if you would like to. But I'm going to set this down and tell you this is very popular in the show, like it always is. And there are 200 that have already been ordered. Can we go through each choice, Cliff? Because I would love for you to start by explaining to everyone at home about a Bialy. What's a Bialy?
Absolutely. You know, people are starting to learn what a Bialy is. This is something that is a New York thing. You know, we all grew up on it, but it is absolutely delicious. A Bialy is the cousin to the bagel. It is a combination of between a bagel and an English muffin. And, you know, it's very low in salt, very little sugars. There's no added sugar. There's no trans fats. It's pulled apart by hand. Each one of those is pulled apart by hand, and then we add the fresh ground Spanish onion, and it really is so delicious. This is something that I grew up on. I love it with butter. When you slice this thing in half, and please be careful when you slice it because it's very thin, there's 2 total different experiences. One on the top is like a very thin, crunchy, light, delicious, tasty Bialy, and the bottom is more dense and heavy and chewy and really just delicious, and everything is delicious on a Bialy, everything.
We melted a little mozzarella here on set to go over those Spanish onions. I just got to set that down. But can we get into the everything bagel? Because who doesn't love an everything bagel? They're so good.
This is my favorite bagel of all the bagels we make. And this is not just an everything bagel. This is, you start with the plain dough, you add the molten molasses, all the best ingredients, and then you top it. We don't just throw everything seeds on there. It's poppy, sesame, onion, garlic, salt, but it's the percentages that we use. It took us about really 25 years to perfect it, where it's not overwhelming in one way with, garlicky or oniony. It's just the perfect combination of everything seasoning. And, it's definitely my favorite bagel and probably our biggest seller on QVC.
Oh my gosh, that right there. I just want to. But then the plain bagels, you can really get creative with the plain bagels. Like here on our set, I'm going to bring everybody over to here. We've got a fried egg sandwich, which, with a plain bagel is heavenly. But we've also made pizza. We've got sausage sandwiches here. Plain bagels really lend itself to opening up your creativity, don't you think?
Mary, the plain bagel is the blank canvas of all the bagels, and everything is better on a bagel. You can make any sandwich on a bagel. The egg and the food stylists there always do just an outstanding job. I'm starving right now looking at it. I'm going to have a bagel right after we're done here. But yeah, and then if you put the New York, the sauce and the cheese on it, guess what? You don't just have a pizza bagel. You have a New York pizza bagel.
Yes, that sounds so good right now. By the way, your stylist was Peter today. He did a rockin' job
Fantastic.
on the table. You can get all 24 of the bialys if you want to. We have 850 in the bialys remaining. You can get all 24 in the everything bagels if you would like. We've got 900 to go around there, and then you can get the plain bagels today in all 24, and we have fewer than 900 there. The combo is the most popular option, and that's where we have 1,700 left. You get 12 of the bialys, 6 of the plain, and you get 6 of the everything bagels, but the price goes up at the end of the day. It's on 3 easy payments at $13.79. I have sent these to 4 different family members in my own family. If I don't have these in the freezer, my husband gets a little panicky. And so, Cliff, for everybody that's watching right now, can you just, as we wrap up, remind us how long are they good for in the freezer?
Perfect. By the way, yes, they are. Do make a fantastic gift. People love getting these as gifts. There's no better gift than a bagel. But when you get it, the first thing you have to do is put it into the freezer. Please, why? No preservatives, no chemicals, none of that stuff. This has to go into the freezer, and it's good for a year in the freezer. But just leave it in there. When you're ready to go, pull it out, thaw it out for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Preheat your oven to 450. Bake it for 5 to 8 minutes till you got a little snap, a little crunch on the top of that bagel, and you are going to have a New York bagel in your house. But if you're in a hurry, microwave it for 10, 15 seconds and toast it.
Perfect.
That's the way if you're in a hurry.
Perfect. Cliff, thank you, my friend. Happy 4th to you and your family. Bye-bye for now.
You too.
Good
Thank
to
you
see
so much.
you.
Happy 4th to everybody.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my God.